Hey there, it's our fourth annual Christmas rock hunt. A few days after Christmas this year, but same general idea, except that the weather is beautiful. It's in the mid-30s and not too windy, so a little better than last year, huh?
Oh yeah, anything would be.
All right, let's go find some rocks. This is Lake Huron, and unlike last year, it's liquid. It's a Petoskey stone. Not a very good one. Look at that right there. I was looking at this green one before I saw the Petoskey. Yeah, too much stuff in my hand. Got my bucket, my rock scoop, my camera.
Just found a nice Petoskey stone. A little muddy on the back, but looks like it'll polish up nice.
A pretty green rock down here. Get on there.
It's a neat rock. Not really sure what it is, but
Got a conglomerate on the top, doesn't it, David?
yeah. Interesting.
Found this neat cross-section of a tabulate coral. Not sure exactly what type of coral, but you can see the horizontal partitions there would be what gives it its name or identifies it as a tabulate coral. They would have been the surface that a coral organism itself would have lived on. Its base would have been on, and then as it grows more of those tabulates. It's weird. Got a little red spot right in the middle there. David, what do you think this is? Any idea what kind of rock that is? And there's that weird little red spot.
Ooh. Huh.
That is pretty. Hard to tell because it's so smoothed over. My guess would be that it's some sort of metamorphic rock. Probably was originally a sedimentary rock. It feels heavier than what it ought to. It feels more heavy than it should, so that kind of tips me off that it's metamorphic. Maybe quartzite? Yeah, it's probably some sort of quartzite. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, it's got those red spots here and there in different spots. Yep, so yeah, and each of those red spots has that white halo around it. Yeah, it's really weird. So oftentimes with metamorphic rocks, you can get a secondary mineralization, I think is the term. It's been a while since I've studied that, but you'll get like the chemical constituents, like the different elements within the rock, as it's getting metamorphosed, will reconstitute into new minerals. So, I mean, these very well could be garnets in there. They've got the right color to be garnets and roughly the right shape. That's neat. So, hard to tell. I mean, again, it's so water worn. It would be easier if I could crack it open and get a look at a fresh surface. And it's completely out of context to where it formed, but right. That'd be my guess.
Some type of fossil, kind of a cladopora almost, but with shells, you know?
Yeah, well, the black
Matrix.
The matrix is like cladopora. It's certainly not cladopora coral.
No, but similar formation type, I think. That actually neat. Is a piece of that coral that you see in there, so neat.
Found this really neat looking rock. It's got some iron oxidation all throughout it. It seems somewhat cherty in the striped part.
Looks like that other one we just put down, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. It's got higher concentration of those red.
But those aren't garnets, are they?
Yeah.
Those look
probably not. It's
kind of
fuzzy.
Hard
to tell.
The other ones looked a little more, I don't know, solid around the edges.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It seems to be a similar texture though, and the coloring, like if you imagine the halo that was around those red parts extending farther, I think that's kind of what we're seeing here.
Right.
Intersecting with each other.
Hey, you can see the sun a little bit. First time in days. I just noticed 2 pudding stones down here. Neither of them very good, I don't think. There's one. Let's see if I can get the sun on it. Ooh, nice. And then there's another one. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go up on the beach. Not keepers, but they're not too bad. That's really the first time I've seen the sun in like almost a week.
Really neat rock. Kind of like a chert nodule with like the insides different color. That's neat.
Sam just handed me this cladophora. You maybe saw my short where I cut some of this up and made pendants out of it recently. Really neat stuff.
Found this pretty little Petoskey stone.
That's a beauty.
Nicest one I've seen today so far.
I'll just get one 10 times bigger.
I'll do my best.
It's a neat rock. Kind of got some like red splotches, but there's also kind of stripes or layers. It's another neat rock. It's like some green and almost pinky peach.
Get that out of the water for you so it shows up a little better. My scoop will hold it. Ugh.
That's definitely the nicest Petoskey stone so far. That would be hard to beat.
Nice mudstone here that Sam just pointed out to me. I got a bigger scooper to find smaller rocks. Yeah, let's go in with my glove. Hope it doesn't leak. Very cool.
Well, I think this is the find of the day. Doesn't look too exciting, but that is the biggest, nicest piece of chain coral I have ever found.
Like probably 3 times bigger than my biggest one.
Yeah.
And every bit as good as my best one. Wow.
And then
That's so cool. I found a really nice little pudding stone. There's hardly anything other than jasper on it. But that's going home. Yeah, we found these about the same time. Wasn't that right after I said it was getting slow, or it was kind of slow?
Yeah.
Yeah, not slow anymore. Pretty little pudding stone down here. I don't know if there's much red on it. There's lots of little white stuff. Yeah, not bad. Another little pudding stone. Ooh! Oh, that's an amazing pudding stone. That's a keeper.
Rob found this porphyritic basalt. The basalt part would be that black matrix in between the crystals there. Those would be orthoclase crystals, I believe. It's a type of feldspar that solidifies at a much hotter temperature than other minerals. So different minerals crystallize at different temperatures. Orthoclase is one of the earlier ones to crystallize, and then the magma that would have had the orthoclase crystals in and amongst the magma would have been somehow brought to the surface and everything else would have been quenched. I also noticed that a lot of these have kind of a halo around the orthoclase crystal, and I'm forgetting the exact process, but that's a secondary sort of reaction that occurs between the matrix and the orthoclase crystal itself, where you get alteration of the crystal that's in contact with the matrix. So a lot of story, a lot that you can tell just by looking at one rock.
There's a really red piece of jasper down here. I don't know if it has any puddingstone stuff. Just red, I guess. Wow, is that bright? What's that?
My first puddingstone of the day.
Oh, Sam's got a pudding stone. Let's go check it out. Well, it's not a bad one.
Yeah. Not as good as yours, but...
Yeah, it was mine briefly until David took it. I offered it to him. He was happy to accept. It's part of what looks like it might be a shipwreck here. Some iron fasteners. A lot of shipwrecks in this area. And this must have come off of one of them, would be my guess. This day just gets more and more beautiful. Something down here. That's a weird looking one. Got all sandy. There we go. That is one strange looking rock. Can't say I've ever seen one quite like that. Not exactly beautiful, but sure is interesting. Look at that red part's kind of pretty though. Actually, I do like the red part. Has conchoidal fracturing. Seems to be like chalcedony in parts of it, but I don't know. Weird one.
It's a gastropod cast. Spirally ones aren't as common. You get the more flatter ones usually.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
A little druzy stuff. Sparkly. What's the rest of the rock look like? It's all just limestone, isn't it?
Pretty nondescript.
Yeah. Kind of have to be blind to miss some of these pudding stones. That's a beauty. You got a hand, Sam? Flip it over for me. Yep.
Very
I
nice.
think I'll keep that one. Or give it to David, so he can have a little collection of them. That's a nice one, Sam. You take it home with you?
Yeah.
Haven't had the camera on in a while, but it just keeps getting more beautiful here. Now you're gonna have to tip that into the sun more.
On this Petoskey stone, and surprise, on the back there's a rugose coral, horn coral.
That's a neat one with the two things there together like that. And both really nice specimens of them too.
Mm-hmm. Found a handsome little pudding stone.
Yeah, like that side right there.
Yeah.
That's a good one. We got a little pile of them now.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Thumbnail rocks. Yeah, we've gone a long ways without finding anything. Look what Sam found.
Very nice one.
Yep, no doubt about that. Getting late. We're gonna have to walk home pretty soon. I just saw something looked interesting down here. I started to get it out and I thought I should probably show you. Stripey. I like stripey. I found a pretty nice stripey rock. The sun's getting really low now. It's kind of hard to see. And David found probably the best stripey rock of the day.
Yeah.
That is banded shirt. Really light colored one, but flip it over some more there again.
Yeah, I thought it was just like a mudstone or siltstone when I saw it, but the bands,
Yeah, and it's got
very
the
fine parallel bands, really stood out.
it has conchoidal fracturing.
Yeah, especially up there.
Yep. Nice one. That's what you've been looking for the last hour or so, isn't it?
Yeah. It's hard to go home without one of these.
That's a nice one. A little more typical than David's, where the coloring is more contrasty than David's. This is really light, which is kind of cool. Ooh, look at that stripey one down there. Kind of a cool stripe on that rock. All right, off we go. Well, this has just been a gorgeous day out here. But if you missed last year, you got to go watch that video because we saw everything. We saw ice volcanoes and slush balls and like 40-mile-an-hour winds. So go check that video out and we'll see you over there. You found a shelter, huh?
Yeah.